going on? What's going on? How y'all doing, everybody? What's going on? How's everybody doing on a Saturday? What's up with my fellas out there? What's going on, my fellas out there? Let everybody, some people get in the room, just got off work about maybe an hour ago. If everybody sees the title, it's a movement that I put together about maybe 3 months ago. It's hashtag Just Us, and it's actually for males, for males. It's going to be for brothers. Everybody know what's going on with brothers right now. Brothers are being pushed against the wall. A lot of brothers are deleting themselves because they can't see their children. The brothers that owe child support, and because the mother feels some type of way, the brothers cannot see their children. Brothers that's getting women pregnant, and these are stand-up brothers that staying with the women. The women have their rights, so in different states you can get abortions. Brothers are pleading with the baby's mother, and the mothers don't care. The mothers are deleting the kids. In the black community, you have a lot of black females that's advocating on getting abortions. If you're a black female married to a black man, and if you find out that the baby is going to be a male or boy, to delete it. So this is why I started the movement hashtag Just Us, because right now it's just men being disrespected, men being put in jail for the most stupidest things. If you're walking down the street and my water. If you're walking down the street and if you try to talk to these females and these females feel some type of way, the females can make a complaint against you. They can say you were sexually harassing them. Next thing you know, you end up in handcuffs. You go to jail. You can lose your job. You can lose the place where you're living. You can lose family and friends. All because the women right now have a Me Too movement and the feminist movement. So this is why I came out with hashtag Just Us. And let me make this clear, and one thing clear only. This male movement is not just for black and Spanish people. This movement is for all race of male. Black, Spanish, Asian, Caucasian, Indian, Arabic, everywhere you from, that if you're a male and if you're having problems right now with females, this movement is for you. I'm going to show you a video right now of a man that 2 years ago cried like a baby, and I felt so bad for this guy. He was one of them Caucasian males that was going to take care of the responsibilities. He was with his wife. She was pregnant, and she deleted the baby. He cried, begging not to do it. She did it anyway, so right now he's taking them to court. I'm going to show you the video right now.
New at 10, just hours after President Trump said this in his State of the Union address.
To defend the dignity of every person, I am asking Congress to pass legislation to prohibit the late-term abortion of children who can feel pain in the mother's womb.
The local man filed a lawsuit here in Madison County against the abortion clinic and others he said helped end his girlfriend's pregnancy, even though he begged her to keep the baby. WAAY 31 Sarah Singletary sat down with that would-be father today. She's live now with his story and the change he wants to see.
Yeah, Dan, every time a woman goes to the Alabama Women's Center with the intent of getting an abortion, she gets this pamphlet. And that's where the suit alleges that Brian Major's girlfriend did receive her abortion. And in this pamphlet, as she had to flip through it, if she did get this abortion at this clinic, it even shows the different sizes of the baby at different points in the pregnancy. And for Ryan to know that right here around the 6-week mark, according to that suit, that's when his girlfriend did get that abortion. He says even at this point, it's still a decision he can't seem to wrap his head around.
I'm here for the men who actually want to have their baby.
It's been nearly 2 years since Ryan Major's girlfriend aborted their baby.
It was just like my whole world just fell apart.
And today he lives with a constant reminder of what could have been.
Right here in the first rows, I have a due date, and it's just when the baby was supposed to be born.
Majors filed a lawsuit in Madison County Wednesday, suing Alabama Women's Center, their employees, and the pharmaceutical company who makes the medication used in an abortion.
I believe that every child from conception is a baby, and it deserves to live.
I talked to Dalton Johnson, who owns the Alabama.
That's the young man that begged and pleaded with his wife not to kill their baby, and she did anyway. In this world, in this society right now, men are against the wall right now. We are against the wall, and we have really no rights. And this is why I came out with this movement 3 months ago. #JustUs. It's just for men to get ourselves together. It's just for men. We might have to leave here like we've been doing and going to other countries. Because in other countries, they have more love and respect for the man. But in this country right now, I hate to break the news to you. You see this guy begged. He begged his wife. Somebody had put this on TikTok and YouTube, and the guy was crying so bad, I almost cried. His family had to be there to pick him off the ground. She walked right into the abortion center, and killed the kid. So right now, men have no rights. Instead of men right now warring with each other, we have to be together and stick to this fight we're going through right now. Okay? This is why I put together #JustUs. This is why I made this movement go. Because it's just us right now. They have their movement. They have the Me Too movement, and they have the feminist movement. And ever since those two movements came into existence, men have been thrown under the bus. You walk down the street, you can't even say good morning to a female without them calling the cops, without them yelling harassment. Now, I know there's some men that approach females in the wrong way, and I get that. I get that very good. But there's some guys that will approach these women in the good way. And the attitude that they have on them is horrible. It's horrible, and it's inexcusable how they treat good men, not the Pookies and Ray Rays. Okay? We're talking about blue-collar, white-collar men. We're talking about men that will hold doors open still for women. We're talking about men that take women out on a date and still pull the chairs from under them. We're talking about men that still buys teddy bears, roses, and flowers and treats women like angels. And they still treat all guys like pieces of garbage because they have this Me Too movement and they're so narcissistic, they're into themselves. And they know that they can call rape at any time on a man and we're done. Our life is done, our job is done, we get kicked out of our apartment because we can't pay rent. Family and friends don't want nothing to do with us. And you have women that are so evil and sadistic right now that you could be paying child support And because you don't give her $5 more, she won't let you see your kid. I'm going to show you another video. There's men right now killing themselves because they can't see their kids. Okay? I'm going to show you another video right now.
What is up, my brothers from another mother? All right, got another quick rapid fire video here I'm going to do for you. Oh, with a sore back. Sorry, I don't have your name on this one because I copied and pasted most of it except for the bottom part. But it says, great videos. I've been binge watching them today, giving me much clarity in relationships and women. This one's going to be useful to you guys that are going through a divorce and hopefully making better choices in life. So this will shed some light on it for you from a red pill perspective. So pay close attention. This one's good. It's not good. It's actually a sad story, but what you'll get out of it will be good. Much clarity in relationships and women. I've recently become divorced from my wife of 7 years and 2 months after my son was born. So he's got basically a toddler. At the time, I was unemployed except for some Uber driving. My wife told the courts I made $80,000 a year and I was mentally unstable. So, I've mentioned before that women will do whatever it takes to gain custody of the child. This is not a surprise to me as I read it, but you should be aware of this, gentleman, as things go, because it can go anything from something like this is a fairly basic lie, like telling the courts that he makes X amount of dollars and that he's unstable. It can go farther than that, saying that he's abusive, that he hits her. It's not. It wouldn't be.
Do you hear this? And women do this all the time. Women lie like this all the time. They do this on a regular basis, lying like this. And this is why guys cannot see their children. There's reports ever since last year where guys have been deleting themselves because they can't take it no more. They're either putting guns to their head and pulling the trigger, or they're jumping from roofs or jumping in front of trains, in front of cars. This is why I made #JustUs, the movement that I'm pushing very hard. And what's going to happen is men like us, see, I don't have no children and I'm not married. And I will never date or marry anybody in the United States of America. I hate to say it like that because the law is on their side, not our side. Excuse me. You have too many cars out there. The law is on their side. So ever since the person came out with the passport brothers and brothers going over to other countries, and brothers are finding good wives, and brothers are finally taking a big breather and going, now I'm good. And out there with their wives' family, and the family, invites you in. The family takes you in as their family. The wife, she cooks, she cleans, she bathes you, she makes love to you anytime you want to. She doesn't have a whole bunch of lip and a whole bunch of mouth and calling you every name in the book. This is why brothers are going to other countries, and the women here that's making all of these vile videos and vile calling us every name that under God, and they calling us every name that's horrible because they are jealous now. Now these women say we have competition. We have competition. It ain't in this country, but other countries, we have competition right now. This is what's going on. And this is why the women are so mad. The women can lie all they want and say they don't care. Listen, let's be real with each other here. If these women didn't care, why would they make videos? If I don't like you, and you're finally out of my hair, I'm like, okay, the person's gone. So a lot of women hate men here so much, they should say, you know what? We don't have to deal with them no more. They're gone. But instead, they're making all type of videos, and what they're doing, they're lying about the women over there and disrespecting them and calling them whores and saying that they're poor and calling them every vile name. And then don't expect the women to start chomping back, because now the women are starting to chomp back at these American women. The women in the Philippines and the women in Spanish countries, listen, man, it's not our fault that you can't take good care of your men. It's not our fault that you don't want to cook, you don't want to clean, you don't want to nurture your man, to sexually desire your man. It's not our fault that you don't want to do it, so then we'll do it. We'll do the things that you don't want to do. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do the things that you don't want to do. And now it's a problem. And what they're trying to do to us men, they're trying to shame guilt us. Oh, you just don't want to fix your community. First of all, I'm not here to fix the ghetto. I'm not here to fix the ghetto. I'm not here to fix the community. That's not happening. The community don't want to fix each other. You in the hood, you got Negroes going around killing each other. But then when a white cop kills us, now all of a sudden Black Lives Matter. So I'm supposed to come in and fix the community where blacks don't like each other? No, I'm not going to do that. So this is what these women want. You have SYSBM, which I'm involved with, which a lot of people involved with. Now you got some female comes out with Save the Community Black Man. I'm not doing it. They can do it, but I'm not saving no damn community. I don't want nothing to do with the community. The community is finished. These women that's so concerned about us now, why are y'all concerned now about us? Why? Why wasn't y'all concerned before? Everybody's so concerned now. Now you got all these women in America concerned about men because men got tired of the crap. Men joined the passport movement. Men got their retirement money, their savings, or men are just working here or working remote and going to other countries and to find good women. Now the women over here are concerned. Now the women over here are making these videos disrespecting men. This is what they're doing because y'all didn't want to do it from the beginning. You stopped. First of all, as a woman, you cannot turn on and off feminine. Either you're feminine or you're not. That's just the way it is. Your mother should have taught you how to be a feminine female. Your mother should have taught you how to take care of your man. That's what your mother should have did. So you can't blame men. You got to blame your mother. You got to call your mother, if your mother's still alive, and say, Ma, how come you didn't teach me to be a feminine female? Now the men here are leaving us to go to other countries. You get mad at your mother. Don't get mad at men. Men are always taking the blunt for everything. Everything. Men are always taking the blunt for everything. Always. Always is always the man's fault. You blame your mother. Your mother should have taught you. My mother and my grandmother and my aunts taught everybody that was female in our family to be feminine. That's why my sister has a loving husband from here. You see how that goes? Your mother's supposed to teach you. God rest my two sisters. Before their husband died, before they died, they had the opportunity to take care of their husbands. You see how that goes? But you get mad at men now. So men said, the hell with this, the hell with the United States women, because it ain't the United States that's messed up. It's the people. You see how that goes? It's the women. The women are jamming themselves up. So now I mentioned I'm going to another country. So men that work hard, men that worked hard for 20 and 30 something years and got their retirement plan said, you know what? I'm going to another country. I'm going to build me a nice house. I'm going to find me a nice wife and I'm going to relax myself because I did it all them years and I deserve this. That's what the men here are doing. But now we're no good. The black women is saying that we're walking out on them and we don't want to save the community. Well, I ain't going to save the community. The community can blow up. I don't care. That's why I left the community. That's why I left. Negroes don't care, but so let's just forget about that. It's over. But these women don't care about men here. These women want to be the man and the female. That's what they want. These women here want guys like us to keep kissing their feet and kissing their behind. I'm not doing it. I haven't dated a woman here in 9 years. I won't do it. I'm talking to a woman right now in Ghana, Africa, and that's what I'll do. But I'm not talking to no women here. You can't even say hi to a female here without them turning around and cussing you out or rolling their eyes. These women here are pathetic, and dating in America right now, I hate to break the news to you, is toxic. It's a toxic environment right now. This is why men got themselves together and said, listen, I didn't work all my life to not have nobody. If I have to leave the place that I was born and raised in, if I have to leave my home to go to somebody else's home, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. So this is why I made hashtag just us. Everybody asked me why did. Then when I explained this to you, that was a good idea. I got to have a movement for the men. There's some good men out there that work real hard. Why can't we just have somebody nice in our life? Like, what's the problem? What is really the problem? And when you ask these women, everything is the man's fault. The man's fault. Listen, we know on the men's side, we have a bunch of degenerates. And on the women's side, we have a bunch of degenerates. So what it needs to happen, both sides of the degenerates need to get together and go to another island. But don't keep taking men like us that work hard, that treat women like they always say, if you love your mother, you'll treat the woman you with like your mother. See, I was raised right. I was born 1970, so I was raised right. I was raised right. I was raised to where you're supposed to respect your elders, respect the women in your family, respect the men in your family. Where your father and your grandfather took you fishing and showed you how to do certain things and took you to the ball game. And your mother sat you down and showed you how to treat a woman and what a woman needs in their lives. That's what my mother did. That's what my mother did. And this is what my grandmother did. And my pops did the same thing. God rest his soul. My mother's still alive. I'm so thankful for that. But men here, we can't take it no more. I'm going to show you another video if it'll pop up. No, I didn't bring it down. But the video was a man that he didn't have enough money to pay his child support. And the wife didn't want him to see his kid. The judges was kind of lenient with him because of his job situation, but she didn't even want to see him as kid. So you know what he did? The dude went up to the damn, I think it was like the 13th or 20th floor and jumped off and deleted himself. Because these women are so foul and they so vile and evil, man. And they're toxic here. And they want to blame everything on the man. This is what they want to do. Blame everything on us. They have to start taking responsibility. And then you got the ones in the hood that's having babies with these Pookies and Ray Rays and expect a good man like me that don't have a kid to come in and be Captain Save-A-Lot. I'm not doing that. I learned my lesson from years ago, me doing that, because I'm a nice guy. You want to have sex and get pregnant by these guys that you know in your heart are no good, but you want me to come in and save you. So now I'm taking care of me, I'm taking care of you, and I'm taking care of whatever kid you have. And then that man gets to run scot-free. that man gets to run scot-free. And I have to be there like a jerk. And then I've been in situations where I've dated women with kids, and some of the kids was bad. Some of the kids was horrible. They was horrible to where these young kids was like, "You're not my effing daddy," and would curse at me. Now, I don't hit kids, and I can't touch that kid because those kids are not mine. So I'm looking at the mother. "Aren't you going to do something? I'm a grown man. Well, I can't do nothing." "Well, why don't you call the father?" "Child, I don't deal with that B." So you know what I did? "Well, you have a nice life," and I walked right out. I walked right out the damn door. Right out. So hashtag Just Us is a movement for men that are good. This ain't for everybody. This movement that I put together is not for everybody. No Pookies and Ray Rays allowed. Hardworking men of all races. I don't care what race, creed, or color. That prejudice crap don't run in my blood. My sister's husband is a beautiful Caucasian brother. My nieces and nephews are half Puerto Rican. So I don't play that racist bullcrap. This movement for men is not for Pookies and Ray Rays, but it's for all races of men that work hard and just want to have a good life, and they going out of the country with their passport and finding good women. That's what this movement is about. So you can pass this on. Hashtag Just Us. Bam. That's the movement I started. Hashtag Just Us. And I want everybody that's real serious that want to roll with me to push this everywhere. Get men to get their passports and get the hell out of here and find them a good wife. That's what people need to do. Find yourself a good wife and relax. Don't be disrespected by these females here, man. Don't do it. Don't let yourself have a heart attack and a stroke from these females. I don't understand people. There's a whole world out there, and people keep wanting to deal with women here knowing that they're going through problems. We shouldn't have to go through this. We shouldn't have to go through the disrespect. If you and your wife had a kid and it didn't work out, don't leave on bad terms. You pay your child support. She should let you see the child, and y'all should still have a friendly relationship, because that's healthy for both y'all and it's healthy for the kid. Because when y'all going at it like crazy, now the kid has to suffer. It's the kid that goes through this. And a lot of people don't realize when you go through a breakup and there's a kids involved and y'all at each other's throat, now the kid or kids have to go through the pain. The kids have to go through this. Y'all shouldn't break up on bad terms. You break up on good terms. You still be friends. You take care of your son or daughter, or how many kids you have. You take them out, even if she needs to do something. Go over there and help her. Go over there and help her. That's what you need to do. Hashtag Just Us. Push that. Everybody get their passports. If you have kids, hopefully you can see your kids without any problems. Do it the legal way. Go to court. Don't do like other people do. They come and they want to kill everybody in the house and go, if I can't see my kid, all this. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't jam yourself up We know there's a lot of women out there that's very, very evil, but do it the right way. Do it the right way. But right now, men like us are being pushed into a corner. So we needed this movement. So I was the one that decided to be creative, a movement called #JustUs. #JustUs. SYSBM. Passport Brothers. Thanks for listening. I'm out. If you didn't get it, go back to the beginning of the tape. Peace.